Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I'll be taking you guys through my trading journey and we'll grow together. I'll share my strategy, I'll share my losses, I'll share my wins, and hopefully we'll grow together. So for this particular video, I'd like to introduce you guys to how I actually started trading forex. I remember back in first year, I was around 19 years. So when I was 19 years, I met up with some friends that traded forex, but not the forex, not like really forex, not this. They used bots, and it was more of marketing than actually trading. But this friend used to make a lot of money, so I was really curious about forex trading, but I didn't have the capital, I didn't have like the money that was needed to actually start trading forex. So fast forward to like for a couple of years, not a couple of years, for a while I put it at in the back burner. And I remember like in second year now, I met up with someone else who was trading forex. I feel like at that point, forex was already something that I was familiar with. It was something that I knew was going on. I knew people would make money from forex, but it seemed like such a complicated thing, and most of the people were not willing to teach you. Like it was like being gatekept by people. So you'll ask someone, what are you doing? I'm doing forex. And then that's it. And the people who are doing forex, you see them like getting cars, you see them like partying every day. Like they could party from Monday to Friday, like cannot go broke. And we're in second year, and they're also in second year, and it was so crazy. But yeah, I remember I like at that point I was like, I need to learn this forex thing. But those people were not like close friends of mine, they were just acquaintances, friends of friends. So what I did is I took it upon myself to do my own research. And when I asked a lot of people, it was like, oh, try baby pips, or trading view, just go and apply whatever you learn from baby pips on trading view, and then along the way you'll just figure it out on your own. And I was like, what is that? What are you telling me, guys? Hey, I remember it was a lot of work. It was a lot because it's like knowing here's the, like in this place, like there's money, but then the door is shut, and you're not, it's not like you're not trying, you're knocking and knocking and knocking, and no one is opening the door. So fast forward to when I now met with my partner, the one I've been working with to date. Okay, he was like, I will teach you forex, even if we won't like really like be in each other's lives forever. At least I will leave you with a skill that will make sense to you, right? So I was like, I mean I mean, most of the times people just meet you and then they like leave you alone, and they're like, ugh, and then it's a waste of time. And then this one is offering to teach me forex, and I was like, okay, thank you. So he taught me, but what he did was, I remember I was broke. You guys don't know broke. I was broke. Like I lived hand to mouth. It was like if I overspend on this particular Friday, that means I don't have money for the following week. That means I have to figure out how I am going to survive. So that is when I will go to like my aunt's place, I will go to my uncle's place, I will now be staying with friends, so that whatever they cook I eat. So like at that time there's not much of the expenses that you need. You just need to survive. So I remember I was like, how much money is needed? And then he's like, if you have like 10K, you will get like around, how much was it? It was like, if you have 10K, you might get around 1,600 Kenyan shillings if you trade well. That's being profitable. I'm like, what the heck? So he uh I remember he gave me 5,000 Kenyan shillings to start trading. 5,000. And for me, I wasn't even, I don't think I was aiming to flip the account. I didn't know flipping. I was testing out strategies still. Because I remember I stalled for such a long time. I was on demo for I think an year. Not an year, like around 6 months. Like this is way before him now. I was still on demo because see, I'm telling you, I was practicing baby peeps. But right now he's taught me something. He shared a course. The course was for like Doyle's course. He had paid for Doyle's course, so he just shared the course with me. And now I got to learn everything about like supply and demand and everything. And it made sense. And it was like clear, especially when you back test. You see the setups. You just see the setups, because if it's supply and demand, you just come here and then you'll be like, here is the supply, here's the demand. You can clearly see the supply and demand zones. Like it's so clear, especially if you're back testing. So clear. I demo traded for like a while, and also I remember like it was like I took a 1 week more of how can I call it, how can I explain it, it's like a boot camp, not boot camp per se, but it was like 1 week of demo trading, but with actually the 10,000 Kenyan shillings, like the exact money that I would have in my personal account, to see how it will translate to a live account. Okay. So for the demo account, I feel like I was so good. I was getting profits and profits and profits. And then it was a week. So every day I'm sharing. And then today I make a profit, I make another loss, and then I share, and then I'm like, you see, here I just noticed I put a tight stop loss. Here I noticed there was slippage. Here I noticed I was liquidity. So tomorrow I'll just put the entry slightly below. Like you see, when you're trading demo, it's like it's connecting. So I was so ready for the live account, and then I just got into my live trading. I remember that is in back in Form 2 still. I was still in Form 2 at this point. Form 2, I was around 20 years now. I was 20 years. But then at this time, maybe I was still 19 years thereabout. Him. So, so like he gave me 5,000 to trade. The first day I made a loss. And then what happened was, there's the difference between the demo and the live trading, because like the psychology. So I remember I had to work on my psychology so bad. Like it took me longer than, like, trading. The actual strategy didn't take me as much as the psychology took me. Like trading desires a level of discipline that only you can work on. You might have a mentor to take you through it, to help you through it, but this is something that only you can work on, because it's more mental than anything. It's more mental than anything. So, yeah, I remember for that 5K, I dragged it on for a while. I'd make like let's say 70 bob profit. And this was, I'm telling you, it was a matter of psychology, because you'd find I've placed a trade, I've put the stop loss well, and then I've put the TP well, and then along the way especially when there's not a lot of volume in the market, I just adjust my TP, lower it a little bit so that it can hit it faster. Mind you, I've lowered my TP, but I've not changed my stop loss. So right now we're even working with a 1 to 0.5 risk to reward. Like, it doesn't even make sense. But that was me for a while. Like, I'd revenge trade, I don't know what, and I eventually no, what happened is like, the account went low and low, and I didn't want him to know that I was messing up on my trading, or I was about to blow my account. So I just took my personal funds, that is like all my pocket money, and then I put it there. So oh my goodness. And then that is what I used to do. Like, when I see the account is like going too low, I just top it up with my own money. Top it up with my own money. Top it up, top it up. Like, I'm not working on my psychology as much. I'm just trying to maintain this image of I have not blown an account. I have not blown an account. You see? So fast forward to at this point, I was dead ass broke. Like, broke. I had put all my money in that trading account, and I remember I was trading just markets. It was just markets. And then at some point I was like, maybe just markets is the issue. Let me open what is the name? What's the name? There's Xness, and then there's this other one, HFM, the famous one. I trade HFM, and then I, like, my deposit is like 3,000 or 1,500. Like, what the heck? So I deposited that in HFM, and I also have this amount of money on in just markets. So I said, like, okay, this HFM is for experimenting. With HFM, you know, the spreads are not spreads, the commission. So you just open a trade, it's already negative 100, negative 200, because of the commission. Like, they already cut the commission, so you're already at a loss, but then there's the commission that has been cut, so you're on top of the loss, there's another loss. Hey! And then I just took off my money. Like, I took away my money from HFM. I remember, that was traumatizing for me, especially when I was dealing with like little funds. I was just trying out. I didn't know a lot. So fast forward, eventually I blew my account because I couldn't manage to keep on topping it up. I was broke at the time. So what I did was I took a little break after that. My strategy was not the problem, my psychology was. Okay. And at this point, I didn't have any money. So what I did was I had to go and start hustling. I had to take on another gig. Not really gig, but I needed to work on a business that will fund my trading. So I started drop shipping. Yes, I'm in Kenya, I'm in Nairobi. Yes, and I was still a student at the time, so I was doing drop shipping, and it had substantial returns. The profit was substantial, so I was able to use that to fund my trading accounts. What I did was I started with prop firms, simply because prop firms are way cheaper. Prop firms are cheaper than anything. Because if you look at something like Maven costs around how much? 1,800, 1,500, 1,900? Or is it 2,500? But it's below 3K. And when you think about it, I'd put 5K and blow it. 5K is not enough. You need maybe 20, 30K to have substantial returns, or to be able to even risk a substantial amount. Like, to risk like a part of the account, a percentage of the account that makes sense, you see. So I started using prop firms. So it was Maven, and then it was funding. Was it called Funding Pips? Funding Pips is not Funding Pips is not a prop firm. What is the name? Oh yeah, wewe nimesahau. Yes, it's Funding Pips. It's a prop firm. I stopped using it because of the rules. Like, they kept on changing and changing and changing. And then I also used Funded Next. Funded Next is trusted. Honestly, Funded Next has stood the test of time. FTMO, but I've not used FTMO. I've used Funded Next. I've used Maven. I've used Funding Pips. I've used, yeah, that's about it. And because I've just been trading forex, and yeah, that's it. Been trading forex. Mostly I trade the gold. I trade XAU USD, and we can say it's how many years since I started trading. On and off, we can say it's about, give or take, 3 years. 3 years, give or take. On and off, but consistently, it's been about 1.5 years. I can say, when I say consistently, I don't mean profitability. I just mean I have been showing up on the market, because you can never really be too sure about how the market behaves. All you can be sure about is your strategy, your rules, and your discipline. That is all. Once you place a trade, you leave the trade to play out, and you continue with other things, you focus on other things. And yes, that's about it. And to date now, we are here. We are trading every day. I have a trade going on there in my iPad, but it's charging. So you see, when you place a trade, you just let it just play through. And yes, so I'm welcoming you guys to this journey, honestly, as we take on challenges, as we take on different skills, not different skills per se, but we might make improvements over time. But so far so good. And this is where I am, this is where I stay. It's not like a really big place, but we are making do, because this is self-made. Yes, that's what you can say. And I'm welcoming you guys to join me, to join my journey, so that you can learn with me, so that you can grow with me, and so that you along the way can learn this skill of trading. Because very few people are out here actually showing you guys how to trade. I feel like very few people, most of the people are gatekeeping. My own friends were gatekeeping. My own friends, people that I knew personally, were gatekeeping trading from me. There's different kinds of trading. I feel like people need to know that there's there's the binary, there's the ones that use I don't know, like I've never really gotten into binary trading. The ones who just click like this, and then you set a profit, and then you either make a loss or you get the profit that you set. And then now there's this, like the one where you like look at the charts and place a buy stop or a sell stop order, or you just trade on the spot, you buy or you sell. Yeah, that's what I do. I do forex trading. And hop on this bandwagon. I've talked a lot, guys. I've talked a lot just because I had a lot to say. But thank you so much for watching this video to this point. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment and ask any question that you think I might be interested in answering, or especially concerning trading in general, because that's why we are here. Yes, and we take it a day at a time, guys. To profitable days, to profitable wins, and to growth. Peace out. Bye bye.